Hello and welcome back to another video, and today once again we're here on MotoGP 22 doing another episode of the 9 season 2009 mode. Now if you haven't seen the previous episodes of this series, I do recommend you go check those out because this series tells the story of the 2009 season, so it'll just make a lot more sense to you if you have seen the previous episodes. But today we are here for, of course, the most famous race from the 2009 season, Catalunya, round 6. Stoner, Lorenzo and Rossi are fresh off the podium at Mugello. Will they dominate the race in Barcelona? Probably, but predicting the name of the winner is impossible. Now, of course, this race needs absolutely no introduction. We know exactly what scenario we're going to be heading into here. There's only one episode, so we know who we're going to be playing as. We know what we're going to have to do. So let's get straight into it then. We've got to beat Lorenzo. We're going to be Rossi. I imagine that's the scenario that will play out. Sounds like it's going to be a fun episode, so let's head into it.
The rain and cold are behind them. Hot sun blazes down on Barcelona. 5 races down, 2 wins apiece for Stoner and Lorenzo, only 1 for Rossi. Lorenzo is on pole, but Rossi's time is almost identical. That's how it's going to be this weekend. Same bikes, same lap times, same target. The best passing opportunities are at turn 1, turn 4, and turn 10. After turn 10, it's impossible to overtake, unless the rider in front of you makes a mistake or leaves a gap. 3 laps to go. Heading for turn 1 at 200 miles an hour, Rossi prepares to make his move. Get him on the brakes into turn 1. You know where he'll come back at you. Turn 4, turn 10, then turn 1 again.
So there we go then, we're straight into it and we're straight past Lorenzo. Lorenzo's back up the inside though, so Lorenzo's come immediately back through. We're back in front of Jorge once again, so we're straight here battling. Didn't even get to do a little intro because Mark Neale was still talking. I'd already made the pass on Lorenzo, but he came immediately back at us, as I expected. And it looks like we've just got to finish this lap in the lead, and I've gone way too high to 5. I could feel that already. Sorry, 4. 5 is the next corner, but we're actually still in front of Lorenzo. I'm quite surprised. I thought it was going to come straight up the inside. Now, the one thing I am wondering is this the old layout of Catalunya? Because you'd imagine it will be. It should be the old one with the old turn 10. Now, it's not going to make much difference because the new turn 10 is very similar to the old one nowadays, so my braking point shouldn't be too bad. I've ran a bit wide through turn 8. Lorenzo's back through. And I think Lorenzo might have this one now because we know it's very difficult to pass. So I might have to do this one again. I think this is supposed to be a bit of an easier one, although is he going to brake nice and early? It does seem like it is the old layout indeed. So there is actually a different model in the game for the other Catalunya. Of course, though, it is a very similar corner, a little bit tighter on the entry. But really, the rest of the corner is quite similar. And I'm down as well, so, yep. I think we'll be doing this one again. To be honest, I've got to get used to the bike, so to try and beat him in a scrap is going to be pretty difficult to do immediately. So there we are then, attempt number 2. Once again, we should be able to get past him immediately, because it makes it so that you can pass him immediately into turn 1. And then you're supposed to just kind of do 1 lap. But I'm just struggling to get the bike stopped, and again, he comes straight back past me. But this time, I misjudged my braking even worse, and Lorenzo actually kept the position. So this could be another failure. It's just the stopping is what I struggle with usually when I'm trying to adapt to these bikes. So the fact that I have to do that immediately correctly, making a pass, is a little bit difficult. But we'll see. Turn 5 could be a possibility. They brake quite early into 5. A little bit too far away from him though. If I don't mess up turn 8 again, I've got a shot. He's not had a great run out of 5. Here we go. Can we try and make a pass down towards this corner? He's broke nice and early up the inside of Lorenzo. We go. A little bit of touching. I've lost the front a little bit. Lorenzo could try and hang it around the outside. He has done indeed. So again, we're in the same position we were in the last time. We've got to make a pass. We're a bit closer to Lorenzo this time because we didn't mess it up quite as badly. So maybe we can make a move down towards turn 10 on the brakes. There we go, at the inside. We've ran wide again through turn 10. Lorenzo's come back up the inside. This really is like a last lap scrap with Jorge here. Can we stick it up the inside into turn 11? No, we're not going to be able to do that either. It's going to come back up the inside. It is going to come down to the last corner, which we're not supposed to do till later. We're supposed to have already done the pass here at turn 1. You can see the secondary objective is to pass him in sector 1. Lost it on the curb a little bit. Can we get him though out this last corner? We've kind of hit him a little bit. That was a bit dirty, to be honest. We've managed to beat Lorenzo there to the line. But that's another secondary objective missed, and one that really was quite easy. Well, there we go then. Me not being able to get the bike stopped really affected us, and there was a little bit of a tap there with Lorenzo through that final turn, and that's sort of what gave us the run, because Lorenzo kind of had to get out the throttle after the small touch. So that's the first part of the episode complete. I imagine this whole episode is going to be quite short, because of course it's just focusing on this battle. We're already on 3 laps to go, so there's not too much of the race for them to use for the next episodes. But I imagine if we have a good scrap like that for the rest of the episode, that'll be fun.
He's on your back wheel. Don't think. Just go.
So this time then it seems like we're going to have to keep Lorenzo behind. And we've got to put a second into him. Well, I could barely overtake him in the last one. So this is going to be tough. And the tyre wear obviously is right there. We're going to have to probably watch... Well, this is the final laps actually. We don't have to watch the fuel, to be fair. So it's the final lap of the challenge. I mean, obviously not the race. You can see we're on lap 24 of 25. We've got to put a second into it. If Rossi had put a second into Lorenzo starting this final lap, then there would not have been much of a battle, would there, at the end? We've only got 3 attempts so far, so I'm going to have to keep pushing to try and extend this gap. Oh, no. Not a chance we're doing that. Again, very wide through turn 4. Such an easy corner to get sucked in. I do it so much. You probably see every single time I play Catalunya, I will miss the apex. Well, I'll run completely wide to that corner at least once. We put the gap to about half a second there, but we've just squandered it all again, back down to 2 attempts, so we're not getting that 1 second over Lorenzo. We've just got to keep him behind. Here he comes up the inside of turn 9, though I'm going to get on the power just to try and keep it behind. Side by side with Lorenzo down towards turn 10. Again, we are going to have a really good battle with Lorenzo on the brakes into turn 10. We've still got the position for now. Lorenzo looks back up the inside. He's looking for it into turn 11. He's hit me, so he's returned the favour from earlier on. But if he doesn't get it here, we might be good enough, because I think we had better pace through these last couple of corners than Lorenzo on the last one. Into the last corner. The AI do like to do the Rossi pass through there sometimes. But there we go, out the last corner towards the line. We haven't put a second into it. We've got a 1/10 of a second over him. But we should manage to beat him. So that's this one past first try, which, to be honest, I did kind of expect. It is easier to keep them behind than it is to actually make a pass, just because the AI are not great at actually making overtakes. It does seem that the 9 season 2009 AI are not as crazy as the career mode ones. They don't seem to go for such banzai moves, which definitely does make it easier to keep them behind. But that's 2 of 2 secondary objectives missed there. That secondary objective was pretty hard. Obviously, I missed a pretty easy one in the last one, so we're definitely missing a lot of them. It's definitely going to build out to be a long episode if we do an episode to try and complete all of them. But on to the final part now. I'm sure there's absolutely no doubt to what we're actually going to have to do on this one. It's going to be trying to make the pass in the final sector, I would have thought.
He'll think he's got it after turn 10. That's what he'll be thinking. What do you think?
So we're right behind Lorenzo then, coming into the section where I am probably the worst, although I'm straight up his inside. And oh, I've crashed. Oh, imagine if the race ended like that, the 2 of them down. Well, actually, I think Lorenzo stayed on. Yeah, I think he did. Well, I failed to pass him in the 4th sector. I don't know how it says that already, when technically, I could still do that. He could crash and I could get back in front of him. But yeah, there we go. We've got to try this one again. Went for a bit of an ambitious move. But I love how the secondary objective just makes you stay behind now. It actually makes it more difficult because you have to wait to make the pass till later. So here we are then, attempt number 2. And we've got to wait behind Lorenzo then, have we? We can't pass him immediately, even though this is a... Well, I was going to say an easy corner to pass, but I messed it up last time. Messed up the corner. I'm just not very good through this sector of the track. This is like my worst sector. So the fact that Lorenzo's in front of me there is not ideal. We have to try and make the pass on Lorenzo in the final sector of the lap. We're closing up to him a lot into turn 10, but it's just not going to quite be enough. We're going to have to try and do what we did in the first part of the challenge, which was make the pass at the final turn. So I know it's doable on the AI, because they're not so good through this section, especially when they're riding a little bit defensive. We should have crashed there. The bike was all over the place. Here we are, we're all over the back of Jorge Lorenzo now. As we go through the penultimate turn, my front wheel came off the ground a little bit, which didn't help. We've got the run, though. Can we do something into this very last corner? Lorenzo goes defensive. Can we get him on the run to the line at the last corner? I don't know if we can. Try and get that slipstream up towards the line. I think we might have done it. We have. We've beat Lorenzo. Oh, right at the end. Even closer than the actual pass in real life, because I had to get him on the run to the line. Now, I have a feeling that that was helped by the fact that I'm pretty sure the finish line wasn't in the correct place. I think we just crossed the start line to finish that one, whereas the finish line, I believe, is very close out of the final turn, so I think that's the problem. Oh, look, Rossi just sat him up on the outlap there. But there you go, that was that episode of 9 Season 2009. A very short one, but that's to be expected, I guess, because really it's focused on this like last 3-lap battle and really the last lap. So yeah, of course it was a bit of a shorter episode, but I hope you guys did enjoy it anyway. Saw me mess up probably one of the most infamous MotoGP moments, but also improve upon it as well right at the end. They had a great scrap with the Lorenzo AI, and also fail all the secondary objectives, except the last one. I did get that one because I waited till the 4th sector. But there you go, that was a good fun one, having a bit of a scrap with the AI. I do always enjoy that. But like I said, I hope you guys did enjoy that one. Hope you enjoyed the rest of your day. Hope you all stay safe, and I shall see you in the next one.